Hello, I'm Green.
No, I'm purple.
Welcome back to Green and Purple. We're back playing Shadow the Hedgehog today. And, what, do I just fly at him? And hit him? Is that the thing?
Yeah.
Okay. He doesn't want me to hit him. I don't... Oh, okay, I can shoot at him. Where'd he go? There he is. I found him. Thank you. I don't even... Are there even more rings?
Yeah, and those boxes, the floating green.
What hit me?
You ran out of rings.
Wait, do I just lose rings constantly?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
That's
that.
how the supersonic fights go. Since Sonic 3 and Knuckles with the Doomsday Zone.
How do I go up and down?
I don't know.
Can I not?
I don't know.
Whatever. I don't even care anymore. Chaos control. Ha 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 ha. You can tell I'm like just kind of done with this right now.
Yeah.
I'm kind of done with this right now.
You gotta go to the other side. That's where the eye is. Because
Oh.
it's like, yeah, see, it's...
I got you.
Yeah, it's kind of freaky looking. Probably the most creative thing they've designed.
They had one good idea for a boss. The rest of it was just kind of, we need a boss. It was fun. I like how it's playing theme music again.
Yeah, like all of the modern Sonics do that with the final boss. The true final boss, it just plays the theme song of the game. Except the Doomsday Zone, that one played its own original music.
Where is he?
Oh, you got him right when he was teleporting.
Where are the rings?
Shadow, you may be invincible in your super forms, but getting hit will cause you to lose time.
It's all over if you run out of rings. If you're running low, focus on getting more first.
Tank. Go. So do I just like hit him once in the eye and then he like does something or something? He does that?
Yeah, he switches the sides.
This is okay. Whatever. I got him.
Like, oh, he tries to block it, but like
He just kind of like half-asses it. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna stop him."
Behold the ultimate power.
Will you come on with your other eye, please?
no.
Like, this is worthless. Like, because even then you can only like hit him once before it switches anyways. So
Yep.
getting it is useless anyways.
So far away, your chaos sphere will be
And he's not
useless.
spawning rings anymore.
Get too close, he'll walk away from you. You need to keep the
We'll die of foolish or something.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, just die, please.
Will you get the ring? Thank you.
attack those flying objects.
Yeah, I think the special moves are pretty worthless in this fight.
I'm gonna run out of rings. Because he's not spawning anymore.
Oh, you need to get him to... There you go. There you go.
They're just like constantly flying away.
And the aiming sucks.
Yeah. Well, of course it does, kid.
In a game that emphasizes guns, the aiming sucks. Yeah, just keep hitting it. It'll break eventually. Or unless he does that.
This is not what I can consider a great boss battle. Not what I would consider a good boss battle. Not what I could consider a passable boss battle. Damn it.
That may be true.
What?
That humans are parasites of this.
I don't even know what anything popped up.
I mean, Mr. Smith said it first, but, you know. From the Matrix.
Right. At first I thought you were talking about our band director. I was like, wow, he got really deep one morning, didn't he? Well, I'll just parasites on this world. Oh, okay, Mr. Smith. Anyways, let's take it from the top.
Oh, yeah. Burn. Wow, we're not even halfway through his health.
Of course we're not.
Oh.
Chaos control. Behold the ultimate power.
I mean, it helps to get like one hit on him, but after that, it's worthless. And then, like when he's like this, I still can't even. I get him once.
Wait. Well, yeah. Focus on getting more rings first, real quick.
Where are they?
I can't tell the color scheme. Can you charge it up?
Oh, I guess I can. No, that's one of the things it said I could do. We'll try that next time we get one of them.
Shadow, don't
Uh-huh.
got to destroy that thing.
Well, I got all the health off on his like his wing or whatever. So that's
Wang.
something. Wang. No, that's different. Will you shoot down and get the thank you? How are we up here now? Does this help us?
Mm.
Don't understand this. I don't get it, Caleb. We're only like not even a third of the way through his health, I think. You free I am. I am.
Yeah, that helped.
A decent chunk. But we need rings, so if you could teleport, that'd be great. God. We're gonna run out of rings again. God, it makes you feel like you're gonna run out of rings just constantly.
Mm-hmm.
What do we do? I can't beat my...
Damn it.
Shadow, I believe in you.
I'm not gonna make it seem like they're dying. It's like they're fine.
Yeah, they're good.
Do you really think?
They're just chilling while we're just fighting Black Doom. It's fine. Can you teleport so I can have some more rings? Thank you. It's like, oh yeah, sorry.
Shadow, you're supposed to be the
I'm
ultimate
gonna die.
form,
This is it.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Blackout.
Oh snap. Now I gotta start at the beginning of the boss battle. I'll give him one thing, like, yeah, okay, I didn't realize you could, like, I forgot that you could charge it up, but at the same time, like, everything else about the boss battle isn't very good. like that, like I was literally on,
Hold down the square button to build up power, and then release it to throw the chaos sphere.
like I was on top of those rings, and then it still was just like wouldn't aim at them.
Hey, Shadow, can you hear me? You need rings in order to maintain your super
How you doing, kid?
I'm fine. I mean, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, because I've been worrying about your sanity every time you play this game.
That's probably a fair worry. I just like I don't understand.
That's it. The eye. His weak point has to be the eye that's following him.
I mean, I definitely think the charging up like helps, but he still seems like he's gonna take forever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't think like most like long boss fights. I don't think that they have a high rate of like success as far as like being good boss fights. You know.
Oh, nice. Got 60. Yeah, yeah. It's all about what you do during the boss fight.
Yeah, if it's just like this, where it's just like tedious, like doing the same thing over and over again, then it's like I shouldn't have done it right then.
The whole quantity over... Oh, sorry. Quality
over
quantity. Do as I say, not as I do. Monkey see, monkey do.
And the fact that you can like use this like whenever like it won't even help you.
It's all over if you run out of rings. If you're running low, focus on getting more first.
Yes, I'm aware.
I like how the simplest things just like knock you down or up.
Yeah, and then like you can't hit anything because you're like not on the same plane or whatever. Okay, if you could teleport again now. Thank you. If they just took out the part where it's like, you gotta get rings constantly, like, that, it would make it marginally better. It wouldn't be a good boss, but it at least wouldn't be as annoying. And the fact that they're, like, constantly floating away from you like this?
Shred you to pieces.
chaos sphere.
And I know he's like gaining new moves as his health goes down, but still, it just doesn't...
It feels the same.
Yeah, it doesn't really feel like he's getting
Like,
harder.
the tactics don't really change that much.
I seem to have underestimated the true power of
Well, I got him into another phase, so that's something. If he could, like, teleport, though, so I could get more rings and not die.
That's so... Yeah, that's so weird, because, like, you got, like, 60 rings at one time, and now they're just all gone.
Well, they just constantly leave, and then, like, sometimes you can get all of the rings really quickly, and other times, like, it just won't lock on to any of them. Like, I think I'm gonna die here because it won't.
Go the other way, go the opposite. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, see, they just fall away, like, while you're trying to get to them. If you go one way, it'll start spinning the other way. And you get to do it all over again. Yes, I can hear you.
Go for it, Shadow.
Thank you. And then he just like moves half an inch, and then you're okay. That's fine. We might. I'd say we cut some of it out, but at the same time, like this is all of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Shadow, can you hear me? You need rings.
And now I'm above for some reason. Like,
Burn through your rings over time. An eye to make
Yes, he is attacking even.
You can get more rings from those balloons.
yes, I know. Like, there's the other side. Amazing. The best design. How on earth did they think of this?
That's it.
Eggman, we've been hurting him.
Point has to be the eye that's
We figured this out. I don't know if you did.
All right then. Behold, Shadow, as I keep moving, you've got to track it down. Control.
Okay. And look, see, like, your rings still, like,
Yeah, they still go down the same speed.
yeah. But see, even then, like, there's no way to get more than one
No,
hit on
no.
with this, so it, like,
It's pointless.
it's completely useless. And it's not like you can, like, power through the level. It's just a boss. Okay, you can teleport now if you want to. Thank you.
Chaos control.
He cut himself off.
These foolish humans.
But see, now I'm up above for some reason, and now it won't track onto the thing.
Shadow, you may be invincible in your super
And then now they're
form,
gone.
but getting hit will cause you
So
to
you
lose
better
time.
teleport again pretty soon.
It's all over if you run out of rings. If you're running low, focus on getting more first.
Yeah, that'd be great if there was actually them around somewhere. Thank you.
Chaos control.
Well,
Like, I'll give them one thing, like, the underlying idea isn't, like, horrible, but, like... But see, look, like, as soon as I start going the other way, the rings will just, like, move.
and then they fall.
Yep.
And then I, because this is boring, will enjoy my coffee cake.
No, Caleb, you're supposed to talk. You can't just start eating whenever you don't want to do anything, Caleb.
Let's see. Well, what else is there to talk about?
Anything, Caleb. How I'm about to die.
You just died.
Okay, you got something else to say about that?
You suck, I guess.
Thank you. Go on more about how I suck.
Not really, because I'm scared that you're gonna hurt me.
No, say something.
No. I am legit scared. I think you're gonna hurt
I
me.
won't hurt you. It's gonna hurt this freaking ring thing. They're dumb and stupid. And how I'm below the whole boss arena now for some godforsaken reason. Hold down the square button to build up power? Oh my god, how did that happen?
Shadow couldn't do this in Sonic Adventure 2.
Oh, Shadow Adventure 2 had like, people working on it that had
Sonic.
brains. Whatever.
Rings in order to maintain your super form. You'll burn through your rings over time, so keep an eye to make sure you don't run out.
You can get more rings from those balloons.
Like if I go this way, see, it just starts moving the other way.
Oh yeah, that's stupid.
And now I'm above and then they all fall away.
That's it. Spear. His weak point has to be the eye that's firing.
Let's see.
All right then. Spear.
What do I want to talk about?
Got to track it down. Spear.
What you got, Caleb? You gotta share it with the class.
Nothing much, really.
Doesn't work here. The rings like already fell away.
Oh, there's one. Nope.
At least this. Do I lose a life whenever I hit
Yeah.
restart? Who cares? I'm gonna lose a life anyway. And even if I lose all my lives, it doesn't really like
Right.
do anything. Why? Why would they deliberately have it so like, oh, if the rings will always move away from you?
And you can't. This aiming sucks, so you won't always hit them.
You won't always hit them, and like you're slower than them.
Hold down the square button to build up.
Okay, go teleport so I can have another chance to get rings.
Okay, so I've been playing Fire Emblem Heroes, and I've been getting so super pissed off at like the summoning things where you like get more characters,
Right.
because I can't get the characters I want. I
Relate to being
I
pissed off.
keep getting freaking Donald over and over again,
The
and
dude with the hat is the pot on his head?
yeah, the farmer boy, and I'm like, he's not even that good, or maybe he. That's the thing. I always, in my mind, I'm like, oh man, this character sucks. But like some people are like, nice.
I love Donald!
He's good. He's gotta know how to use him, not be stupid.
He's gotta not suck.
And that's how I feel. Like I don't think I suck at Fire Emblem, but I definitely suck at Fire Emblem Heroes.
I don't suck at all Fire Emblem, just this Fire Emblem.
I mean, I kind of sucked at Conquest, but
I think everyone sucked at Conquest. Anyone that says they didn't suck at Conquest is trying to hide the fact that they suck at Conquest from you.
I was pretty good at Awakening though.
Yeah, I like to think I was decent enough at Awakening.
But then again, I'm a noob because I didn't play with Permadeath on.
I'm not even gonna use it.
Yeah, it's pointless.
All it does is like waste time. Okay, you can teleport now. I need more rings. Well, I'm in his second phase. Okay, I need you to move. I need Black Doom. Thank you. Like, I don't know if there's something that like triggers him to move, or if it's just completely random, which is what it seems like.
This music.
Come over here. It's ridiculous. You can't get to them. And now they're gone. And now I'm dead. And then, yep, there he goes.
But, some things I don't like about Fire Emblem Heroes, like, because I love strategy role-playing games. I love SRPGs.
Right.
But, I think I'm more in the, like, Disgaea seems to be my more, like, SRPG, like, yeah, preference. So that's the kind of the one I go more towards. And I mean, in all honesty, I do like Disgaea more than Fire Emblem. I think it's just set up better. Some of the things about it are... Like, one thing I don't like in Fire Emblem is how restricted you are with your items. Like, you can only give a character, like, 4 items.
Right.
And sometimes I'll get a new character and I'll completely forget to give them any, like, healing items or stuff. So, like, they'll get in a situation where they're low on health. I'm like, oh, crap, I can't get a healer to them.
Right.
Yes, they're dead.
I guess we abandoned them.
And then having to worry about... Nope. And then having to... Just, I don't know. But in Disgaea, like, you have an item bag, and anyone can access it at any time. And, like, there's no limit. There's a limit to how much you can equip on a character, but when it comes to the items, like... anyone can access it at any time and use whatever. So I just like that better. I think it flows better. Better than this shit.
Literally anything flows better than this shit. Molasses through a straw flows better than
Whoa!
I don't know. Who cares? Whenever I beat this, it won't be from skill, it'll be from sheer luck.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Chaos. So everything's about chaos. It's so edgy to have things about chaos. Okay, I'll hit him one more time and then I'll wait for him to randomly teleport.
I already
whenever he
didn't
feels
like this
it.
song, and this boss fight's just made me not like it even more.
I don't mind this song. Like, I mean, it's edgy, you know, whatever. But
Whoa!
it's decent enough for what it is. But just
Camera.
like I don't care what song you're playing. Like, if you're playing it over a boss fight like this, it's gonna be bad.
That's it. The eye. His weak point has to be the eye that's following.
All right then. Shadow, his eye keeps moving. You've got to track it down.
That's fine.
It's not hard to track down. It can be in only one of 2 spots.
Like, it's not hard to find him. It's hard to get the rings. And I'm gonna die again because there's no way I'm gonna have enough time to get to these rings wherever they end up being. Maybe if I just like go through the center, like I can get to him. But now I'm down below, so it won't track him anyways.
Yep.
No, maybe I will cut some of this stuff out. Who knows? We'll see how I'm feeling whenever I edit it.
Yeah, but I just want some, like, good character. I just want some... I want... my entire purpose of playing Fire Emblem Heroes, my ultimate goal is to get Tharja, because she is my favorite character in all Fire Emblem. Of the Fire Emblem games I've played.
Right.
She's my favorite. And I just want her. And I can't get her.
You're never going to.
Yeah, you're right. I never am. And it sucks because I'm like, it's because they do these banners where like these characters these are like the rare characters that'll show up, and she's like in it.
Right.
And so I'm like, okay, maybe this is my shot. So far, I've done like 4 full summonings and haven't got her.
Well, it's because you want her. The game knows you want her.
Right, of course. That's the whole point of gacha games. they know what you want, so they keep those things away from you, so you keep playing. Or you spend like, what was it, $75 on orbs? So you can get free summons. Which I'm just like, I don't know, I guess that's just for the impatient people, because I'm like, well, you can just wait. Because
Well, I mean, that's all microtransactions is just for people who don't want to... Because they try and make the games wear down your patience, so they'll just be like, okay, I'll just buy this one thing that I specifically want, you know?
well, that's the thing. That's the thing. Even if you buy those orbs, you're not guaranteed to get the character you want.
Right, but you have a better chance at it. Just by possibilities.
Or you could do, or I could do it, and then every single summoning I get Donald over and over and over again and over. I think in one summoning I got like 2 Donalds. I was like, really? You can get the same person to show up?
It's the double Donald Deluxe!
Donald, get out of my life!
Don't you love Donald?
If you're running low, focus on getting
Pot-headed little bitch.
Don't be mean to Donald just because he's not Tharja. It's not his fault.
I just want Tharja. Once I get her, like, I will consider my experience of playing Fire Emblem Heroes, like, it'll be complete.
It'll be worth it.
Yeah.
Everything.
Oh, yeah. But,
Don't
Oh my.
know what happened.
I guess another thing I like more than compared to Disgaea than Fire Emblem is that with Disgaea you can kind of like make your own army, and I know like in Fire Emblem they give you a wide range of characters to use,
Right.
but like how do I better explain it? Like with Disgaea from the get-go, you can literally just make your team,
Right.
and they're more customizable. And but in the Fire Emblem, you gain new characters as you play through the game, and sometimes some characters aren't as good as other. Like I think for this guy, what gets it for me is just I feel like I'm more in control of my party.
Right.
I can be more in control of like this is my party. This team works better with my play style.
Well, now he's just spamming the teleport move over and over again.
It's very similar to why, because I've played the only Eternasi games I haven't played yet are the second and third one. I don't know when the fifth one's out, but it's not over here in the States yet.
Oh, okay.
So I gotta figure out when that's gonna happen because I want to play it because it looked really good. But I played the first and the fourth one. I want to try the third one next because I know a lot of people say that's the best one.
Yeah.
But I played the Untold, Untold,
Which is the remake of the first one, right?
right? And I liked it. It was okay, but it kind of took away the main purpose of the Eternasi games in that it gives a deeper story, but because of that, like you're restricted to using like these characters,
Right.
and like that's the whole point of each Eternasi game is like building your team so that it works with your play style.
Right.
But then you play this one and like these are the characters you have to use. These are characters with classes that you have to use for the
Right.
entire game.
I mean, it's kind of like just a different approach to the games. It's like this one is less about player choice and what is even happening. Dear Lord. Like it's less about player choice and more about just actually having a storyline to go off of. Which I think they can do both, but it's like they feel like they have to choose one over the other, you know?
Right. But in my opinion, I like the standard Eternasi better.
I did it! I did it!
And now you guys do the second form. I'm just
No.
kidding. Just kidding.
I'm done with this. I don't care if he has a second form. I'll draw an ending on paper and put it up on the screen. That's what's going on.
You just edit in your own ending.
Yeah.
This is the end of you, and the end to my cursed past.
And then he runs out of rings during like. The
guess to refight the boss, you gotta make sure you have enough rings for the ending cutscene.
Like, that time I literally feel like I just got lucky. Like, it spawned the rings and, like, easy for me to get places. Oh, here's the rest of the budget.
What's Superman?
By the end of all the Sonic games, they just make them into, like, demigods.
Oh, God.
Is that the Ark?
Yeah. That's the Eclipse cannon.
Eggman's like, why would you send it right at me? Just put it in the right!
Shadow, you're I love you, but you're so stupid sometimes.
I love you, but you're an idiot. I'm sorry, maybe I got a little testy with that final boss battle, but it was annoying me.
With how angry I've gotten, I think you're fine.
I'm sorry, with most games I'll be like, oh, okay, people different opinions. Maybe someone really likes this game, but like stuff like that, I'm like, that's just not a good battle.
How about giving me back those Chaos Emeralds now? Hey! Get back here, you creep!
He's gonna kill him!
And then this is like, they were all against Eggman up until this point, but now they're okay with him because he, like, I don't even know.
Because he's silly.
He's a silly bad guy now. Oh, this music is so triumphant. It makes me feel all the feelings. Look at it, they tip their hands up. They're not even just... Arr!
We all treated him. He saved us all in the end. We were all wrong about the professor.
Me and him.
Let us pay
We're
homage to
lovers.
Professor Gerald. Let's work to ensure peace and prosperity for a brighter future. What do you say, Commander?
Excellent idea, Mr. President.
His lip syncing was not...
None of the lip sync. This whole game's horrible. There's not a single thing there's not a single part of this game you could be like, this is good, without some caveat of just like, except for this part. What's going on with that texture?
Yeah. It's a still image.
Then he just launches himself into the air. It's better this way. Is that it?
Yeah.
Is there anything after the credits?
I don't know. I don't remember.
We'll have to wait. And
Like I
find
said,
out.
I only played the last story once.
And now it's playing this great piano piece.
Takashi, what were you thinking, man?
Okay, Caleb, what are your final thoughts on this game?
This game's shit.
Okay.
It's not the worst game. Like, it's not, there's worse games
Yeah, I
out
don't think
there.
this is close to being the worst game ever.
But it's not good. There's a lot of things about it that's just not good.
Yeah, like...
The levels aren't that really memorable. The boss fights are just tedious and plain and simple. The music's okay, but just most of the time it feels like Austin said, tacked on.
It feels a lot like the levels, just no real memorable parts.
Right.
I mean, at best, it's just not memorable, and at worst, it just feels really tacky. Just like, okay, I can see what they were trying to go for with this track, but I don't think they really hit it.
And also, like, the whole good-bad mechanics doesn't work because even if I'm doing a true good route, it doesn't really feel like Shadow's being true, and everything's just out of place. Like, between transition of levels, it doesn't make sense. It's so random.
It never gives him a reason to be going to any places. It literally just shows him teleporting at the beginning of every level. And you're like, why is he here?
Yeah.
Why did he get here? Like, it doesn't try and connect him at all, even though it's supposed to be like this big interweaving story or anything.
And even then, you don't really know which ending it's going off of when you connect to the final ending.
And the story is just completely pointless for the most part, and like completely out there. It's hard to even tell like what they're talking about.
And having
No, go ahead.
And having to play through the first stage like so many times. Like, you had to play through that first stage so many times.
If they would just let you like start from any level and like go off on branching paths, that would help a lot. But the fact that you have to start at the beginning for each of the routes, the fact that because you have to get all of the endings to unlock the final thing, right?
Correct. Yes.
So you're basically making people play through each exactly the same set of levels twice to get the 2 different endings for them. Like, why? That doesn't make any sense. They're, like, yes, branching storylines can add replayability, but they do it in such a way, like, where you want to go back and, like, replay, like, different options. This game is more just, like, keep playing through the same levels because I said so, more or less.
Do this because I told you to. Because you told me to!
And I know someone will probably be like, oh, well, it's just a platformer. Why does the story matter? I'm like, normally, yeah, like Mario's story hardly ever matters. But that's because it doesn't put a whole lot of emphasis on it.
This game does.
This game tries to emphasize the story, like, frequently. But the story's bad. Like, yeah, Mario's story wouldn't be great, but if it put the emphasis on it. But it's always just kind of there as a reason to make, like, why Mario's going on another adventure.
Yeah.
Oh, the princess has been kidnapped, something like that. Whereas this game, like, the whole... It tries to make the story, like, the primary reason for you to keep playing through the game, but it's not compelling at all. Do you have anything good to say about the game, Caleb?
Oh yeah, the controls are shit.
Even like this part right here, like it's just repeating the same like videos over and over again in the credits.
Yeah.
Like they couldn't even find enough footage to fill the credits. Sorry, go on.
No, it's all just fine. This is all fine. I always, cause I'm usually the one that like rants, so it's always nice whenever like my friends. I have friends that also rant because it's like, okay, I'm not the only one that's crazy.
Games like this gets to me, just annoy me, because I've been playing through Dark Souls again, right? Mm-hmm. And like Dark Souls is hard. Like I've died many more times to a Dark Souls boss than I did to the final boss of this game. But whenever I die to a Dark Souls boss, 9 times out of 10, I feel like crap. Like, but I know what I did wrong.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, next time I'll try this. Mm-hmm. But with these ones, I'm like, I don't even know why I'm failing. I just am. We'll find out if there's a cutscene at the end.
Nope.
No, it just goes.
Of course not. That ending.
And then even like the ending is just like,
yeah,
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Like that was terrible.
I mean, I guess it's fitting for the rest of the story. Just like it's there.
All right.
What do you give your final rating of the game, Caleb? How many edgelords out of 10 do you give the game?
I think I'm gonna give it a 4.5 edgelords out of 10.
Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna give it 3 edgelords out of 10. And honestly, I feel like that's being generous. But like, and like I said, there's many worse games, but those are the ones in the 2s. Like 3. Like what? The only reason it got a 3 is because like. It's not as bad as the normal crap you see on Steam Greenlight or something like that.
Oh.
Like, even though the game's not great, I can still see that there was, like, effort put into parts of it. It's just... There didn't seem to be anyone there to test to make sure, like, the game was fun or that it worked right. Like, the game doesn't run well. So I can't say that, from a technical perspective, it's at least good. No, it's not as bad. It's not as glitchy as Sonic 06.
Right.
But it still chugs constantly. You can't tell where the camera is half the time, and there'll be probably a good quarter of the deaths we had was just from the game, like us just getting knocked off the stage somehow. We don't even know how. And then just like the level design isn't great, the boss design isn't great, the story is just all over the place. Yeah, I can't.
Maybe I'll lower mine to a 4 then.
I mean,
I'm
go
like,
anywhere you want.
I say 4.5 because, I mean, I couldn't choose between a 4 and a 5. And for me, it's like... A 5 is it's a 50. That's half... It's like, you got half the points there.
I think 5 constitutes just like a completely mediocre game. Like, It's not good and it's not horrible either. It's just like it is.
That's why I kind of like 4.5. Just it's not the worst thing ever, but it doesn't get a lot of brownie points for me.
Yeah, I'll give it a 3 just because I don't think it's fair to give it a 1 just in the interest of like having some sort of consistency. Because yes, there are games that are much worse than this, but I can't personally. I can't give it a 4 or 5 just because I still feel like there's games that are like more middle of the road than this one. I think this is a bad game personally.
Oh yes.
Personally, and yeah, so I'll give it a 3 out of 5. If you like the game, like, congratulations. Like, I'm happy for you. Like, I'm glad that you can enjoy this game. I can't. Like, I played it whenever I was a kid, and I had no intent of ever coming back to it. And whenever we were starting it again, I tried to go in open-minded, even though I know, like, from the beginning I was being cynical to it. I legitimately, like, was going in, like, well, I've played a lot more bad games since then. Maybe it won't be as bad to me now. But it's just as bad as I remember it being. Like, there was never any point in this game where I felt like I was actually having fun. Personally. Like, the most fun I had was just, like, making fun of the game.
Yeah.
Not actually... If it was just me playing it by myself like it was whenever I was a kid...
Oh, yeah.
That's the reason why I didn't play it very much. Because it wasn't fun. And I was like, I'd rather just play through a game I've already beaten than play through this game. Because I'll have more fun with it. Anyways, like I said, if you like it, let us know in the comments and let us know what you like about it and why you personally enjoy the game.
Real quick, the font in this game is also bad. Doesn't library look like library?
Yeah, like the
okay.
the R and the A's look very similar.
I could also be library.
Yeah, and I mean, if you had this on like an old CRT TV, it would probably be even harder to tell the difference.
Oh my! That's all. That's the last thing I want to say.
Okay. Well, like I said, leave us a comment if you enjoyed the game,
but we think it's shit.
Yeah, our official stance is that we do not like it. But if you did enjoy it, let us know. And maybe it's just that, maybe everyone's different. Everyone has fun with different types of games, and then also if you're a big Sonic fan, you're probably more forgiving of certain aspects than we are. We're a little more on the fence Sonic fans, being like, we like some of the games, but we're not going to like cut any game a pass because it's a Sonic game. Like, if it's bad, it's bad. But that is Shadow the Hedgehog, and whenever we come back, we'll have something different, right, Caleb?
Yep.
I don't know what it's going to be yet.
I have a suggestion from Lavender.
Okie doke. Well, you'll find out tomorrow what it's going to be. So, or actually, let me think for a second.
Wouldn't it be next week?
It'll be next week. But I think this episode will be going up on your birthday, Caleb.
Great. Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday. It's the finale of Shadow the Hedgehog. Happy birthday, Caleb. Okie doke. Bye, everybody.
See ya.
When my time